We got it. We got our package from FCP Euro today. I know we got an alternator, but I bought a bunch of other stuff and I don't quite remember what. But we're gonna unbox it here today. Hopefully, this box was really heavy. But yeah, shout out to FCP Euro getting it in pretty quick. Ooh, wow. Yeah, got the oil change. That's why it's so heavy. Man, they killed it. That's a box of car parts, man. Timing belt. That must be the alternator there. This must be the water pump? Yeah, water pump. Dang. That is a hefty water pump. All metal. Let's see this alternator. This is the big thing, the alternator. I mean, obviously timing is important, but the Bosch remanufacturer, this is the real deal, man. This isn't an AutoZone. Let's bring it over here. It'd be nice to compare these. Oh, wow. Yeah. I really can't believe that was only, it was $200 on FCP Euro. Obviously, it's a remanufactured one, but that's nice. That's hefty, too. Cool. What else we got? 3 1-quart bottles. It's a 5-quart bottle. There should be an oil filter in here too. A Hanks filter. I thought I ordered a man filter, but whatever. Nice. Got a whole bunch of stuff. Well. Bunch of pulleys. There's a lot of stuff for timing. Crankshaft seals. This is probably some kind of pulley. It looks like another seal. Yeah, I got a bunch of seals. We're gonna redo some of the seals. But yeah, let's get to work. Let's get this alternator put in. Let's get this timing done. Let's get this car on the road. Alright guys, so we're back down in the garage. I'm down here on the floor. If anyone was wondering the location of the alternator on the 4.2 and this S6, on the passenger side of the car, straight down, come underneath the car, it's like right there. Without a pan down here, it's basically completely exposed to water and stuff. I don't really know how great of a design that is. I'm probably going to need to source a new form of protection for underneath the car, but yeah, today's objective, I'm just gonna try and get this alternator out, and we're just gonna kind of inspect it and compare it to the new one, and hopefully get the new one installed. But I mean, just looking at it right now, disgusting. Like the pulley up here, completely rusted, just a crazy amount of oxidation. Like you saw in the last video, a bunch of water poured out of here. There's like a bunch of leaves and bugs and stuff in there. There's no way that this alternator is not bad. All right, so coming over the top of the car, the first thing you're gonna need to do is get a 19mm wrench on that nut right there. It's not a nut, but it's attached to the tensioner, and you're gonna pull it that way, and that's gonna give you the ability. You just have to pull it up a little bit. It easily slides off this idler roller down here. You just slide it off the back, and then it completely comes loose. So that's the first thing you're gonna need to do to get that alternator out of there, is just pull that. I didn't even pull it the whole way off. I kind of just pulled it out of the way. All right, so now I'm back underneath the car. I'm gonna remove this bolt here, this one, just so I can try and slide this out of the way, see if I can get some better visibility. There's 2 bolts that hold this in, and they're on the inside, like up underneath there. So I'm gonna remove this to see if I can get some better visibility, and maybe I can get those bolts from the bottom, but it shouldn't be a problem to get them from the top either. All right, so I'm going from the top, and it seems like I was able to get the first bolt out. There's 2 of them. I kind of left it hanging out there. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. Yeah, I left it hanging out just so you can kind of see where it's at from the top. But I think somebody has actually already replaced this alternator, because that bolt there is just a normal bolt, and then the other one is an Allen key. So I'm gonna see if I can get that Allen key out, and then we'll kind of take a look and inspect further what we're working with. All right, so I got the second bolt out, and as you can see, it is indeed a Allen head, and you can see the size difference between that one and that one. It looks like somebody just kind of shoved a random bolt to fit in that one. So we might need to, like the deepness of that bolt, it's a lot longer than that one. So we might need to end up ordering a new bolt for that alternator before we put the new one in. But let's get under there and pull this thing out and see what we're working with. All right, last thing we need to do is we need to pull the power off and the exciter wire off. And then this thing should be ready to drop out of its position. So it didn't actually drop out as easy as I thought. I had to completely remove I think this is a torque dampener that hooks in. It kind of goes from there to there. But I had to take that out of the way. And you see this little space right here I had to tap with a hammer to actually get it to remove from where it was seated. It was really wedged in there. But we have it out. The alternator is completely out. It looks pretty messed up back here. Just looking at these connections, looks like it's all burnt up. Everything's all burnt up back here. It smells burnt up. Comparing it with the new one looks just so much nicer. This thing just looks like it's old and done for. Inside of there, pulley's all rusted. I can almost guarantee this thing was causing a short, but hey, the battery wouldn't charge at all, so you can pretty much guarantee it's your alternator at that point. All right, guys, so that's it for today's video. Nothing too crazy. Just wanted to get the alternator out and kind of compare the two. Definitely looking at it, it's definitely bad. Next up, timing. We're gonna get the timing done. Today I'm gonna be ordering the lock for the cam sprockets, and then there's also a lock that you put down in the crankshaft to make sure everything stays locked. That's the one thing I forgot to order when I ordered all of this stuff. I ordered a big pile of the timing components to replace everything, including the water pump, thermostat, everything down there, but for some reason, I think it's because this is my first V8, like I said in the last video, and I've never worked with dual heads on a vehicle, so when I do the timing belt, you don't need that tool to lock because it's just one camshaft sprocket. So we're gonna get those specialty tools in, specialty Audi tools, and then should be able to do the timing, and then we're gonna need to figure out what we're doing with the transmission. And then we should be ready to go for another more official test drive. The vehicle is going to stay charged because of the alternator. We're going to be able to get a longer test drive, which is going to be a little bit more valuable to get some more in-depth information of how the car is actually running. Maybe get it to throw some more codes that aren't related to battery voltage problems. And hopefully everything works out. After I know it's running and it's running good, then we're gonna kind of go through and work on the cosmetics, get rid of all this oxidation, clean up this engine bay, make it car show worthy, and that'll be history for the S6. We can start working on something else. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares, and I will see you guys next time.